Okay, so I have a question that might sound sad and bring up some tears, maybe, but in reality, we will both feel very happy talking about it.
Ooh, okay, hit me.
Welcome to the Rosie and Rula show. Marhaba.
G'day.
All right. So, in the month of October, Rosie, you celebrated the anniversary of your parents' birthdays
Yes, yeah.
because your mom and your dad, who passed away when you were pretty young,
Mm-hmm.
they celebrate their birthday in the same month. And this, I felt so touched by it and made me want to ask you something that you already asked before. So I'm just repeating what you
Okay.
said.
And somebody forgot to hit the record button last
Yes.
time I asked it.
I'm trying to do it very serious.
That we all muck
Wh-
up. It's okay. Yes.
Why is it so hard, but some kind of so much of a taboo to
Mm.
talk about our deceased loved ones,
Mm.
to
Fuck.
bring their memory?
It's like I don't think we talk about death enough. It's like you can't talk about that. Well, you know what? We're all gonna die. Why are we trying to protect our children from this? They're gonna die. But to your question of why don't we
It
talk about
sounds
our
so
deceased ones?
morose. They're gonna die.
Yeah, it does. But I am terrified of death. And I think if it was spoken about in a different way, perhaps I wouldn't be so terrified. Just leave that thought with you. Why do we not talk about our deceased loved ones as much? I love talking about my mum and dad, but I don't do it often. Why don't I do it? Well, I don't want people to feel uncomfortable. I sometimes, like for example, with my sister, sometimes I might not bring up mum and dad because I don't want to make her sad. I'm worried I might trigger her or something, especially if I'm having a bad day and I'm really missing them. Like maybe I don't want to bring that up in case she's having a good day. But you know what? I love talking about mum and dad. And when people who knew mum and dad message me and share memories, oh, fucking love it. I might laugh and I might cry. But it's so special because if we don't talk about them, it's as if we're saying they didn't exist.
Yeah. Whew. Well, my siblings don't talk about our deceased parents. I find myself sending pictures that I have of them or mentioning them, talking about them. But there, how can I say? I think everyone deal with grief differently.
Yeah,
And I cannot say they must talk about them. I
right.
just don't help not understanding why they don't talk about them. It could
Mm,
be because it hurts so much they don't want to bring up the topic. And I know many people, when topics are hurtful, they prefer to put it under
just
the
bury
rug,
it. Yes,
bury
yes.
it.
Mm.
And also, so I'm in two groups apps, three actually, but two that are active. My siblings group app and my cousins group app. And we all lost our parents.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm the only one who mentions our parents. And I feel
Wow.
that maybe I should stop because it probably makes them uncomfortable because they don't mention it. And the point here is what I'm trying to make is that sometimes, and I hear this from few friends already that have deceased parents, they love to talk about them, but
Yeah.
they don't know how and when. But also,
Yes.
Rosie, sometimes I just want to cry my eyes out because I miss my mom or my
Mm,
dad. I just
yeah.
want to have a day of crying because I'm not gonna see them anymore. What the
Right?
fuck?
And that sucks.
It
Like,
sucks.
it really does. And so it was mum and dad's birthdays, or it would have been their birthdays this month. And then September is the anniversary of both of their deaths. So September and October are really, I find it
Wow.
really hard. And I remember, I can't remember if it was the night before dad's death anniversary or mum's. Anyway, around that time, I was just bawling my eyes out We were talking about ugly crying recently. I was ugly crying. And it was so cathartic and healing. I just needed to fucking let it all out. I needed to let it out. It just felt like
Yeah.
I'd been holding it in for so long, trying to keep it together. Because people think after a certain amount of time, well, the grieving's over. No, it's not.
I don't think it ever ends, and
No.
grieving each person is different. I know that when I was
Yes.
grieving my dad, it was very different than my mom because
Mm,
I had different relationships with them.
yes.
And grieving my dad, it took me much longer to start missing him
Mm.
because it took me very long to understand who he was after his death.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
knew who my mom was before her death.
Yeah.
So that's why my grieving with both of them is different. And you know what? I said this after my mom passed away. I said this to my siblings. When we say we miss someone, I don't know what it means. I only started knowing what it means to miss someone is after my mom passed away.
Wow.
Because the word I miss you, I can't use it anymore in the same way. Because knowing I'm
Mm.
going to see someone, I'm not going to say I miss you. But knowing I'm not going to see my mom, it's really worth saying I miss her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, wow. Yeah, because you're not going to see her again. I mean, depending on your beliefs, right? I don't believe in a heaven or anything. Some people say, you'll join them
I
eventually.
believe
But
that I
yeah,
see them in my dreams, and it's true. I dream of them.
yeah.
But I don't
Wow.
believe I'm going to see them in the afterlife. It's
No,
not what I
neither. And
believe.
so, yes, you miss them deeply, and it physically hurts sometimes. Okay, here's a question for you.
Yes, okay.
So I only learnt the other week that it was the anniversary of your mum's death. Was it in September, yeah?
10th of September.
10th of September.
Yeah.
Does anyone ever message you saying, oh, I'm thinking of you today?
No.
How
No
would
one.
you feel if someone did?
Oh, goodness. That, if it's a friend, this friend is a friend forever. You know? If it's a family
Yeah.
member, yes, they would be really like engraved in my heart forever.
Mm.
Yeah.
The reason I ask, I'm adding it in my calendar right now because I couldn't remember the date, is it means a lot when people message me remembering, like, oh, I'm thinking of you today, da, 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 like both on the birthdays and the anniversary of the death. And I made a friend earlier this year. We're quite close now. And funnily enough, we met through TikTok. But she lost her husband. She's remarried now, to cancer. So she understands death. And we talk to each other. And she, without telling me, she saved the dates of, when my mum and dad died and when their birthdays were, because it had come up in conversation. And she messaged me on each of those days. Didn't have to be a long message.
Wow.
And I was just like, oh. I have close friends who don't do that. I don't even know if they remember. There's one friend I think she knows, but she doesn't message saying, hey, thinking of you today. It's just unspoken. Even my
She doesn't
ex
want to
didn't acknowledge
remind
it.
you of the day, probably.
Right. Hello, we are never going to fucking forget.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what I
hey,
think.
we might forget the date, but we know our parents are dead, and we're not forgetting that. So I would say, and of course everyone's different, but if anyone's listening and they have someone in their life who's lost a loved one, and you don't want to upset them, or you're not sure what to say, just say something. It could just be, hey, thinking of you, or I know I can't make it any better, but I just wanted to say I'm really thinking of you. It will mean
think,
so
Rosie,
much. Yeah.
If someone would, let's say, someone, a friend, whatever, send me a message thinking of you today, and I'm like, why? Oh, because it's the date your mom passed. And I'll be like, oh shit, don't remind me of that. I don't want to think about it. There are also people who are in a place where they don't want to think about it because it's so painful.
God, yeah.
But
yeah, so I guess it's trial and error, and you're going to have
Yeah.
some open communication.
that's the thing.
Yeah, I would err on the side of saying something, and hopefully you're in a relationship where the other person would be able to say, hey, I know you were trying to, be thoughtful, but in future it would suit me better if you didn't say that.
Yeah, that's also nice to say. Actually,
Right.
I'm going to ask my siblings in our group app
Mm.
if they all feel comfortable with me bringing up our parents so often.
Awesome idea. Yeah. Maybe they like it. Who knows? They just don't
They
know
don't
how
have
to
to do
it.
the same
Right.
as long as they don't feel bothered by it.
Right.
And dear listeners, if you go to the rosieandrula.com, you can go back to our episode about migraine. Why? Because on that episode, I talk on a day that I had a migraine, and I was with my mom on that day, 10th of September. And then I realized it's her death
Yes.
memory.
Yes.
Is this how we say it? Or her... Anyway, what I want to say, if you go to rosieandrula.com to the episode Migraine, if you're grieving and you want to know you're not alone, listen to it because it might give you some solace.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it was episode 165 where you spoke about your migraine, or if maybe it was a different one about a dream. But go to the website and search because it's fancy and it's cool. And we want you to listen to all the episodes. Also, I'm being very demanding, but please make sure you're actually following or subscribed to the podcast, because most of you are not. I'm calling you out. You listen, but you're not subscribed. And it would be amazing if you could leave us a review. You can do it on our website, rosieandroula.com.
It helps us very much if you subscribe because it makes our podcast visible to other people.
Yeah.
When you subscribe, when you leave a rating and a review, other people will see it in their search much quicker. And this will help us to keep going and find the motivation.
Yeah, right? Like, bottom line, if I don't feel loved, I am going to give up. So please share some love, everybody.
Oh, I'm giving her enough love so that she doesn't give up. And you know what? Let us know in the comments how you're feeling today. Are you missing someone that you cannot see anymore?
Yeah.
We can probably just send you a virtual hug, but believe me, it's going to be from our heart.
Definitely.
Thank you for listening. Bye.
Bye. If you got a kick out of our conversation today, can you pretty please hit the follow button and share it with another opinionated person? This is the easiest way for you to support the show. It also gives Roula and I the motivation
Rosie,
to keep
I have
going.
to stop you there. Stop telling people what to do. If they like to follow the show and share it, it's totally up to them. Guys, please, can you help us follow and share the show? Thank you so much. See you next time.
Said.